In the ghetto, there was a so-called Jewish group who was trying to save and help people as much as they could. And because one of these men was a distant relative of my mother's, she was able to get hold of Schutzpass, the papers. And with that paper, we managed to go into one of the safe houses. I was told by a friend later on that it was in Akacfa utca 29 was the address of the safe house. Now, when we arrived there, the conditions were not much better than they were in the ghetto. Shortage of food, shortage of everything. But the Arrow Cross was not allowed. They were not able to come into the building. Food was so scarce that my mother and her friends were able to get hold of some crust of some dry bread, and they would melt it in the snow, and that's what we lived on for quite a while. Now, it was a very bitter, miserable winter that year in Budapest, and we had no water.
Do you remember what
We had
year?
no water, 44, December, January, December mainly. And we didn't even have water. In the courtyard of the building, there was one faucet that was not truly frozen. So the water was dripping, and we had to stand in line to get water for drinking. I had to stand in line as a kid also, because if we walked away, we lost our turn to get water in there. It was only for drinking. For hygienic reasons, whatever, we used the snow. And I cannot tell you honestly, maybe because I was a kid, maybe my mother never went into details why we left the safe house and went back to the ghetto, because that's where I was liberated later on.